What's going on, everybody? Captain Grant back here again with a new motovlog. And today I found out I've been riding for about 9 years as of today. Roll that beautiful bean footage. I mean, intro. That one. So what's going on, everybody? So I was perusing the book face. Make sure all my vents are adequately put the way that I want. Yeah, I was perusing the Facebook. You know, I tend to not look at my memories, particularly around this time of year. Just right around, actually more so like November, December time frame. I care to not look at my memories just because I've lost a few family members right around that time. And you know what? Facebook has a great... Oh, that was a car accident behind me. Holy shit. Woo-hoo. People are getting out, so I think they're okay. Holy Jesus. We're good. I didn't catch it on camera. I just heard the crash. But anyway, so 9 years ago today is when I took the MSF course. So I kind of want to go on this video and just be like, hey, you know what? 9 years of riding, you know, granted it's not the longest in history. It's the longest in my history. And you know, I kind of want to not necessarily recap, but I kind of want to hash out, you know, what I've learned, what it's brought into my life, and that you know, that chestnut. So I'm thinking back. Okay, so 9 years ago, where was I? I believe I was still working for GameStop at the time. In fact, I know I was still working for GameStop at the time, because the guy that I went to the MSF course with also worked at GameStop. And his name was John. I haven't heard from John pretty much since then. You turning? You turning? You turning? Okay, thank you. And I know for a fact John doesn't ride anymore. He rode for maybe the first year and then stopped. So after that, I don't know what he did. I know he sold. He got like an intruder. After that, I don't know. I don't think he got like any other vehicle or any other motorcycle or anything like that. But he took the course with me. We both passed. I think I got like 8 points off my test when I took it. And the biggest deduction in points that I got was because I looked down, because the instructor said to stop at the end of the little track, stop right at his foot, and I didn't want to hit his foot. So I went like that, like I leaned up and looked over. So yeah, I kind of like looked up and over to make sure I wasn't hitting his foot, and you know what, he deducted me points for that because I looked down. I don't know why. I was still being safe. I just didn't want to hit his foot. But what has riding done for me? Like, and honestly, it's simple. Without riding, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. Like, it has changed my life entirely. First of all, it brought all you wonderful people into my life. You are actually seeing this because I am, in fact, on a motorcycle. Wait, yep, I'm on a motorcycle. I just checked. It is confirmed motorcycle. And the other thing is, like, and actually it's kind of more of a sense of YouTube wise, I would never start a YouTube. I mean, I had a personal YouTube, which I think I have 2 videos on, and that's me shooting off a couple rockets. I used to make homemade rockets, in which we got in trouble for by Homeland Security. But then I digress. That's beyond. We're beyond it now. I can buy stuff on eBay again. You know, okay, so note to people out there, you buy 50 pounds of potassium nitrate, they get angry, okay? They question what you're doing, and gardening is not the right answer. So yeah, so I honestly wouldn't have a YouTube. I would never meet any of you. I wouldn't have built the relationships that I have without all of you guys, without a motorcycle. So that one decision, that one day, I said, you know what, today is the day. I am going to go get my motorcycle certification or whatever, licensing. I'm going to go with that, licensing. Yes. So, with that said, that one decision changed my life entirely. From there, I actually had to wait a year. Okay, well, a few months. I had to wait till the spring to actually start looking in and delving into getting a motorcycle, which I did. I ended up getting a 2003, the 100th anniversary edition Sportster, which, you know, I loved, and I ended up pushing it more than actually riding it. And, you know, that's not necessarily a Harley thing. It's just I bought a bike that just didn't want to do it, you know. I don't know what's crackling here. I feel like it's my helmet. Yeah, my vents are chattering, so I gotta like pick my head up a little bit. I'm still trying to get used to this windshield, so there is going to be a little bit of chattering noise. But yeah, so I ended up getting that Sportster, loved it. You know, from what I got to ride with it. And then, you know, one day my wife says, you know what, actually she was my girlfriend at the time, or fiance. She goes, you know what, I want a bigger bike. And, you know, for a first bike, that taught me all the necessary skills to begin with. And I actually felt comfortable enough to say, you know what, okay, let's get another bike, a bigger bike, one that's more fitted for like you and I. So that's when I progressed and I got the Victory Vegas 8-ball. And, you know, I liked it. I loved it, actually. It handled like a dream. I have zero complaints about that bike. That is one of the best bikes I have. Actually, it is probably one of the best bikes I've ever owned, because the Sportster's on the bottom. Out of the 3 bikes I've owned, go figure. It goes Sportster, 8-ball, then this. It's still a bike. I'm checking. It's still a bike. And it's taken me all over the place. It's taken me to multiple states. I've logged in, I don't even know how many miles. I should have actually kind of guessed how many miles. I mean, just this year alone, I've put almost 2,000 miles on, which doesn't seem like it's a lot, but you know what? With everything going on, I've just been so busy with everything. Work, life, baby. It's just, and the weather sucked. Oh man, the weather sucked this year. Yeah, I've gotten in a few less miles than what I'd like actually have hoped for. Next year, I don't know how many miles I'm going to be putting on. But for this bike alone, it's 10,600 miles I put on this bike alone. All of them my miles. 99.9% of the miles are mine. Okay? I've had one person actually take it out for like a little ride, and that was it. Like less than a mile. But it took me not only places location wise, but it also took me places physically, emotionally, and changed me, which I feel for the better. Back then, I was just a weird little nerd. Now, I'm a biker nerd. Not rev nerd, but a biker nerd. And if there's anything I can tell you guys for the 9 years that I've been doing this, like riding, God, those things are chattering like crazy. I might have to fix that. Literally, get a motorcycle. It'll change your life. And yes, it's a risk-reward kind of deal because you are more exposed. But it is worth it. It is honestly one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life, and I only feel like it can benefit everyone else. It seems like I'm cutting this video short, which I'm gonna have to, and I might actually touch up on it a little bit more later, but I've already said this in other videos, so I don't think... Oh, okay. Okay. See? Risk! Reward! The risk was he almost pulled out. He almost pulled out. Oh, I shouldn't joke at that. I'm so sorry. The reward was he waved at me and smiled, and I'm gonna actually make it home to my wife. That's my reward. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much. Hit me up on all my social medias. They're all somewhere on my page here. And I want to thank you all for being here. And I'm going this way. So, thank you all. And until the next video, it's Captain Granite. Later.
And after it's all over, you say, "Oh, what a lovely tea party."